Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to the exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. This evening's scene takes place outside the Three Arena, one of the largest indoor venues in the country, wherein many different bands, concerts, and other, shall we say, amusements take place. The Three Arena itself stands open, the doors themselves yawning as if into some great black abyss. Many people dressed for the evening are about to attend a punk concert by the infamous punk band named Obsidian Pixie. Obsidian Pixie, however, have not made themselves a lot of friends in terms of the upper echelons of Dublin political society, having said that the country is, and I quote, falling further and further into oblivion every day. The concept being that they have lashed out at the various individuals and right wing politicians who are currently scaremongering the people in order to try and generate more votes for their own political agendas. My apologies. So, as the party arrives at the large spacious arena, they will see a number of protesters who are holding up signs depicting, well, the burning of fairy wings and other, shall we say, accoutrement of the evening. They are shouting slogans from the various different organisations. Several of them are wearing Ireland's own badges and patches on their clothing. So we shall do our introductions. I will call out your name and you shall give us your intro. That seems to be the best idea. So we shall first of all have Cornelius, because it's the only time I shall ever call him Cornelius. He's also the first on my screen.
Well, after looking at my profile picture, I don't think I'm dressed for a punk concert. I mustn't have got the memo.
Either that or you decided, fuck this bitch, I shall be fancy.
Yeah, I always look stylish. Cornelius is walking with a considerable breadth from the protesters as he's somewhat kind of examining the people present, particularly looking for anyone who particularly stands out to him.
There are a couple. You will see a number of people who are handing out leaflets. There are two of them who are currently doing so. You will see, there we go, this woman, who is herself handing out leaflets to anyone who's going in. Basically, it's a picture of the leaflet itself is an advertisement for the Ireland's own political group with a bunch of their ideology and their slogans printed on it. So as you walk by, she will attempt to hand you a flyer. Like, have a flyer.
He'll accept one and he will have a look at it.
It basically espouses a lot of what I would refer to as traditional right diatribe. So you have Ireland is for the Irish. We are the ones who had to flee our homeland when under oppression. Why is it that we should now welcome people to the verdant soil of our home when it is they have not fought, they have not bled, they do not understand? It quotes Mr. Tumbleton, who is the head of the party itself, in saying that Ireland is to be a united and strong nation. If Ireland is to be a united and strong nation, it must stand on its own 2 feet and stop looking with a begging bowl in hand towards the European Union that it decided to be the masters of their own destiny, etc.
I'm glad I did not speak.
But yeah, do you bimble on inside into the auditorium?
I will do that.
Okay. Next on my list is Lille, so we shall have to struggle to hear Saskia.
Okay. I will try and speak up.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay. Well, I don't know why Lil's here, but she probably got these tickets cheap or something, you know. So yeah, she's coming in, parking her car somewhere around the corner, so that she doesn't have to pay for, like, you know, fucking what's it called, like a car park or something, and walks the final bits and heads in.
Cool. Do you accept a flyer?
Absolutely not. If you pretend it isn't there, it's not there.
Okay, cool. Next, I'm going to assume that both Ryan and Aurelius will arrive together. So you're both up.
Yes, certainly. I'll let you go first.
All right. I assume I get out of a taxi or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I go to head into the concert.
I was going to say, do you accept a flyer?
Yeah, sure. I'll take one.
Okay.
Toilet paper's always useful.
I like it. Oh, Leo. Sorry, because you can do this innately. Would you like to give me a perception alertness roll as you pass this woman by?
Oh boy, of course.
And by the way, Carnage, are you showing up with Leo or are you showing up by yourself?
By myself.
By yourself? Okay, that's fine.
I forgot that it actually is handy to have your sheet up when you're doing shit. God damn it.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Does Aurelius accept a flyer?
He's just gonna snatch the one that was given to Ryan and like make sure they see that he snatched it. Like, oh, it's okay. I'll read this one. It's fine.
You guys will notice that this girl, the people around her view her with a lot of kind of like they've taken a step back and they kind of look at her with a weird kind of view of awe and almost fear. If you'd like to make me a perception empathy check, you can.
I will do that.
I will open my sheet and then I will do that.
Hooray! Connor, you may also do that if you'd like.
I got 2 successes, by the way, on the perception awareness.
I really do not have much empathy.
There is something not right about her. Definitely not right. It feels wrong.
I got a whole success.
A
I
whole
got a
thing.
whole success.
Sorry, what did you say the DC was?
DC 6.
DC 6. Oh god. 1, 2, 4 successes.
Okay. And has Ryan rolled yet, or is he not?
Yeah, I got a success.
Okay. With a success, you both kind of get the feeling that people around her are scared, is the phrase I will give. For those of you who have 5 successes, holy crap, there's this weird kind of adoration mixed with absolute terror. But also the terror doesn't seem... She's not doing anything that makes her scary, but they are scared nonetheless.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. She's standing next to a gentleman wearing a business suit who looks very well to do, and you'll see her whisper something in his ear, very kind of hushed, before the two of you will walk in.
Evan, can I Madness Network and see if there's anything said?
What power are you trying to use?
No, I'm trying to just hear general whispers about why this woman's so scary.
Make me a perception... No, make me a roll willpower test. Difficulty 9. And if you get anything, I will give you something.
Well, I have 10 willpower, so this will be fun.
Right. So, Anna, you're up next. Oh, important question. Anna, what sites do you have on?
Prime site and entropy site.
2 10s.
Damn,
All right.
son, and 3 9s.
That is good. God damn.
Fucking hell, okay.
All right. I will tell you. Would you prefer me to message you on Discord, or would you prefer me to message you on Facebook?
Discord.
I assume he's having like an epi right now.
He listens to the whispers that are carried via the madness of all collective things, and he'll hear something very, very interesting. I'm just gonna write it down. Give me 2 seconds. I'll mute myself.
Apologies for holding up. Just I need to know why there's these mix of feelings. It is interesting to me on a psychological level.
No worries.
I mean, I am the Viceroy of Nim.
Hey, no worries.
Oh, that Nim.
The National Institute of Mental Health.
Yeah. I was thinking like Mrs. Brisby and the Rats
That's
of, and then I
the,
remembered what it stood for.
that's what the network says.
Okay. Before Ryan sort of yeets into the concert as it is, I'm sort of gonna just quickly sort of pull on his coat a little bit.
What is it?
That girl ain't right. There's something wrong, and like all of us know it. You know, all of us. Winky
What do
to
you mean?
wink.
Right.
Something about burning and fire and dances. I don't like it. It's rubbing me the
That's-
wrong way.
That sounds rather burning and fire. Practically demonic, if I didn't know any better.
Just keep your eye out, man. You're the one who knows the necromancy stuff and darker stuff. I just hear shit, I guess.
Don't go catch it, demon out. No.
Ryan, don't joke. That's my thing. Don't do that. Let's try and enjoy the concert.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, let's just go. Next bit of role play.
You need to do
All
the.
right, sorry about that. I was just putting some fuel on my fire. Okay, so the two of you enter the concert. Next up to intro is Anna. All right,
Yeah.
Anna. How's it going?
It's going okay.
It's going what, sorry?
It's going okay.
Okay, so you walk towards the concert's main doors to enter the building. And very similar to the others, you will see this woman
Mm-hmm.
who is standing outside. Sorry, just give me a moment. For some reason, my headphones are being very, very peculiar. I'll be back in just a second. Just need to try and fix them.
Okay, that's fair.
Liam's character, like, I sense a disturbance in the force.
Yeah, basically. If you turn your Discord on, Scott, I'll talk to you privately, seeing as we're at the concert together.
That's pretty neato.
So just for my clarity then, so not Cornelius, Lyle. I think I met. Did I meet Lyle before, Saskia?
Yes.
Just so I know who to like point at when I'm like, haha, you.
At the industrial place with the.
Oh, did you
Yes,
have like the
area.
knife, like in your stomach nearly?
Yes.
Ah. Okay, cool.
I like that. It's like not Cornelius. Do I know you, Lyle? And it's like, unfortunately.
Yeah. Haven't seen this person in my life. La 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 la.
Okay, sorry about that. For some reason, my headphones were going bonkers for a second there. Okay, it's fixed. Anna, so you will walk towards the door. You will see that these two individuals, one dressed in the business suit and the one handing out the flyers, both are drenched in necrotic and entropic energy.
Oh boy.
And they both have powerful prime signatures.
Whoo.
But they don't look like mages' prime signatures.
Oh. Okay.
Would you like to take a flyer, miss?
Sure.
She hands you a flyer.
Anna will take the flyer, look it over on her way into the concert, and just sort of tuck it into her bag for later.
Cool. And last but not least is Carnage. Would you like to step on up, sir?
Yes. Brian would have parked a little bit of a ways away and be walking up with a cigarette still lit. Because he's going to smoke right up until he gets to the door and has to put out his cigarette. Because why would you ever put out your cigarette if you don't have to? But, so he'll walk up the entrance.
Okay, you'll be off in a flyer.
Which he'll take the flyer, glance at it for a moment, and then as soon as he gets closer to the door wherever the ashtray would be, because a lot of places have like the ashtrays outside, he'll put a cigarette in the flyer and then put the flyer in the ashtray.
All right, because you're the last one to enter, would you like to roll me a perception alertness check?
Okay. Would I also need to roll awareness as well?
Yes, you can as well if you'd like.
Because the whole, demon thing.
Oh yes, demon thing.
Also, Evan, did you
Yes, darling.
Did you check the side chat? Because I didn't want to hold up again, but
Oh, so you would accept it and then torn it in half in front of her face?
oh yes.
All right. She will look you up and down. Sorry, I didn't read that, so I'm just going to go back a moment. She will look you up and down. You see that the tongue flick across the teeth and she'll say, "Why did you have to do something like that? I was merely expressing my belief. You didn't have to be rude."
Yeah, well, we're all special like that. Shrugs and walks in.
Before you do, she'll say, "Okay, I'll express my belief." She hawks a loogie in your face.
Well, that's just cruel.
Like, right in the face.
And Lil will just sort of wipe it off and says, If you can't handle that, you shouldn't be playing this game.
I tell you what, why don't we see what kind of game you'll play?
The game where I have fortitude and you don't.
It's got a point.
Yeah.
You act like this is a human.
I know.
Evan, my
Yes.
darling ST.
Yes, dear.
Once you have done with the part that was coming after Lyle's, I will auspex the paper.
You auspex the paper?
Yeah.
Okay. Not the people, just the paper.
I mean, I assumed it was like Auspex vision. You just look around and stuff has auras.
No, you actually have to look at each individual thing to read its aura.
Ah, I'm glad you told me that. In passing, I would have Auspexed her. I apologize then.
Okay, that's cool. Roll me your... Okay, Lil, are you just going to go inside after that little confrontation?
Oh yeah.
Cool. In that case, roll me your... I'm going to just get the chart of doom up because there's a fucking chart.
Oh, I know
roll me-
auras can be silly.
Roll me your perception plus empathy, difficulty 8 minus your Auspex level.
Oh wait, the difficulty is reduced by my Auspex level.
Yeah, it's reduced by your Auspex level.
Right, okay, that's fine then. So difficulty 8 reduced to 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, 2 of which are 10s, which I'm pretty sure means they explode because I have specialty Dr. Gregory House, meaning I notice shit that's just not usually there to be noticed.
All right, she has something in your... Okay, her aura is basically a mixture between... Okay, you have never seen an aura like it before as you look it over. It is primarily, for the record, I'll give you the emotions. I'm not going to give you the colors because they're fucking confusing.
I know.
She's really confident, like incredibly confident. But there's so much anger and so much aggressive tendency. But it's kind of weird. It's like under the surface, like just bubbling there, like passively.
Yeah.
And her aura is really odd in terms of its color. Rather, it's so bright and vibrant, you've never seen its like before. There's also little black lines of corruption in it, and you're not sure what those are.
Okay, no problem.
And Chris, I swear to God, if you don't fucking post things like that in chat, thank you.
Yeah, I already sussed that shit out. So
That's fine, but I'm saying don't ruin it for other people if they haven't. Cool, thank you.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, yeah, don't spoil that stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, that is what you will have gotten.
Okay, I'll let you finish everyone else before I talk to Ryan again.
So yeah.
So my awareness was 565, which I think was nothing.
It's difficulty 8, so no, it isn't anything.
Yeah, and my alertness was 10577.
The 10
This
should
is for
get you something.
This is for your alertness, yes? You will notice her sniff the air, like as if she's scenting something as you walk past her.
ooh, I just had a bit. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I need to borrow that spit.
You don't know she's spat on. That's funny. All right. So the inside of the concert area proper has been set up. There's a large bar that is serving. You know, when I say it's a large bar, it's almost like a festival style bar. So there are maybe 15 to 20 bartenders behind an incredibly long bar.
Oh, is it one of those sort of built for the occasion ones where it's just wooden planks, some promotional material, that sort of stuff?
No, it's more permanent than that, but you can tell it's designed to cater for thousands of people.
Right, gotcha.
And the stage has been set up on the other end of the room. But mind you, of course, there's currently no one on the stage.
Okay.
So, you know, the lights are currently all on, which indicates the concert is still maybe 10, 15 minutes off. So yeah, you guys are free to do as you choose.
I'll probably sort of tell Ryan about the aura that I saw and what typically something like that means without knowing. Like my character doesn't know much about that, but he knows enough to know what it is, and I will tell
you
Ryan.
don't know. What do you mean enough to know what it is?
Enough to know that anger bubbling like that is a hallmark of something semi-specific, but not entirely localized as that creature or race.
Okay.
I mean, I could always could I do an intelligence occult roll to, you know, figure that out?
No, you do not possess lore werewolves.
Okay.
There are lores for this. Though, if you want to burn the shit you have in Aishar's library, I'll give you a dot of lore werewolf. Lol.
It's alright. I already chose Shadowlands.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just tell him that it seems like there may be some different form of entertainment later tonight, essentially.
I will keep that in mind.
Good. I'm gonna use. I'm sorry, I know I keep doing this. I'm gonna use Obfuscate 3 to make my face look exactly like his.
That's actually incredibly difficult to do. You can do with Obfuscate 3. How it works is, in order to create the image, you can. So one success is slightly different from yours. 2 successes is indistinguishable. 3 successes is three successes. You can mimic someone else's face. With 4, you can mimic their speech and their voice.
Okay. Well, I'll make. What are the roles related to that? Because I'll do it regardless.
It's manipulation performance.
What is the plan with this? You just try to be my shitey double.
Sort of. You'll sort of get the idea eventually, and that's.
You roll manipulation plus performance difficulty 7.
Slash R 5d10. Just the one.
You look slightly different, maybe a little bit. Like you are easily distinguishable from each other, but you don't look like yourself anymore.
Cool. That's good enough for me.
Okay.
Well, that's two blood use so far.
For the record, one thing that you guys will notice is that actually, can everyone please make me an intelligence I'm trying to remember which sheets have what sheets have, because all the sheets have different things on them. Would people please make me an intelligence, either security or larceny check?
I think mine's just going to have to be raw intelligence.
Same.
Certain sheets have different.
Would my specialty of Doctor, you are a genius help me with this at all?
Not really.
Damn. Oh god, 2545. I ain't getting nothing.
What was the diff?
Standard diff.
Okay. I got 2 successes.
Okay.
I also got 2 successes.
Yeah. Cool.
Do you not have specialty in intelligence, Scott?
I've
Oh wait,
got,
no, my bad. One success.
I've got recall as my specialty.
Sorry,
Avoid
Saskia,
that.
we cut you off there. What were you saying?
Saskia said she got 1 success. I could hear her. Don't worry.
Good. In fact, I'm gonna turn Saskia up because I know that's something I can do.
It's cool, people. I just need to shout, and don't forget that I should shout.
It's okay. I'm just gonna make it easier on you if I can hear you
So-
way easier.
All right. So where we are at the moment, yeah, you only need 1 success. It is blatantly obvious. There were not nearly enough security personnel for this concert. As a matter of fact, there were nearly none.
Oh boy. Well,
I do not feel safe.
Shit the bed.
It's like that one Simpsons meme. Ha ha ha! I'm in danger.
Okay, where are the emergency exits? How many are there? And which one is the safest if any shit would go down?
The emergency exits are located behind you, aka the main doors. There are then 3, count them 3, on either side of the main auditorium, which are very large double panel doors that open outwards, and they're clearly denoted as security doors. Or as emergency escape routes, and there's also one apparently behind the stage.
Little
Crap.
pick spots next to it, secure like an emergency exit. One on the side.
Right. Evan, how full is the arena at the minute?
It is progressively getting fuller. As in, this concert was sold out, so think about it as you will.
Liam, your character's Scouse, right? This could be like Anfield 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh god.
I don't get the connotation of that.
Evan.
Hang on, what's Anfield 2 Electric Boogaloo?
And the Anfield disaster.
Oh, yes. Thank you. There we go. Continue with what you were saying, Heather.
I would like to know the odds that whether or not this place will be filled beyond maximum capacity.
Do you possess entropy 2 or above?
I do. Also time 2.
Okay. If you'd like to look into the future, you can.
I would.
Excellent.
Actually, yes, that's much better.
I'm good at that.
Anna will take out a deck of tarot cards, shuffle it, and draw 5.
Okay. Roll me that sweet Arita.
Is this a mage thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mages are funny.
Mages have bullshit power.
This
yet
one
I
in
still can't-
particular.
And yet I still can't play True Bruja. Tut tut.
That's because True Bruja, it's not that they're powerful, it's that they're silly.
Okay. And I'm gonna spend a point of willpower on this. If that's okay?
Mhm.
Two successes.
All right. You see the concert going on, at which point you see brief flashes, basically, of possible outcomes. But the most likely is you see the concert in full swing. You see the lead vocalist at the mic. Then the room that you're in goes entirely dark, as in boom, the lights go out. There is a spark or two of green flame and you hear screaming and a lot of running.
I'm sponge garring.
Okay. I am going to drop. Gonna drop Prime Sight and switch that for Dark Vision under Forces 1.
Cool.
Is that everything, or is there more rolls to be made? I don't know how mage works.
No, she's going to.
I'm gonna have to roll for that.
Okay.
Right.
Does Lil and I need some awareness rolls?
No, nothing's happened yet. Oh, I suppose. Yeah, you can make them if you want because somebody's used magic, and demon can do that.
Right. So since like Relius is giving me these dark foreboding things about like people and fire and dancing and death, are there seats in this concert or is it like standing?
No, it's standing.
Okay. Could I possibly draw a door in chalk on the floor?
I mean, yes.
Excellent. Also, just to check, because I really don't want to do this if it's going to be that bad, could I turn Shroud's Light on, or at least roll to turn it on?
Yeah, you can.
Good, because I really do not feel like entering the Shadowlands inside of Nile like I almost did a minute ago. That would have been awful.
How crowded is it?
At the moment, pretty crowded. Like, this is going to be a capacity concert, if not a little bit over capacity. You sense that people may have been selling more tickets or scalping more than they should.
I was going to say, I imagine there's been a little bit of overselling here, definitely.
So would it be crowded enough that we're knocking into one another?
Okay, that's a success. That's
There's nothing unusual in the Shadowlands here, really. Like, there's no unusual wraith activity. There are a couple of wraiths kind of bobbing about, but like, there's nothing odd.
Okay, dope.
While he draws the chalk, can I check that the fire doors fucking work?
Yes, you can.
Good, because I know the first thing that I would do if I want to kill a bunch of people is stop the fire doors. So I'm going to try and just press them all and, open them a little bit and then close them, obviously.
See, most people would leave, but I want to hear this concert.
But I got to do something, Brian. I'm sorry, okay? I got to try. I'm sorry. I will be back in 10 minutes.
I will save you a section, I suppose.
Thank you. Right, then I'll go trap the doors.
All right. So,
Are you gonna check all the doors?
The doors work entirely fine.
No, but Lil was standing next to at least one of them. So if he's gonna check all of them, they will run into each other.
Yes. You can run into each other if you'd like. I believe you two know each other and everything.
Hello there.
Yep.
I mean,
technically he'd use... No, actually, that won't affect her. Obfuscate bops off demons like it's made of water.
I'm aware.
Cool.
I mean, I'm going to be too busy actually pushing and trying them to probably notice. So unless you pick me up on it, I'm probably...
Lil can greet him if she wishes.
Oh yes.
Yes.
All right.
And she'll just basically grab him by the arm. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, it's you with the knife and the Luke save me and the lightsaber and the voing. I'm picking the doors.
I'm sorry, I have no context. It's not a place.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached peak Glaven.
Yeah.
We have indeed. I'm trying the doors because there's a fucking right stank outside, and I'm worried it's going to come in here. So I need to know that all the doors work in case of that.
Yeah.
All the doors are electrified so that they're programmed to open when you push them very slightly.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And as long as all the systems work and stuff.
As long as the power doesn't cut out and then a load of green fire goes everywhere.
Quick question.
Yes.
Would me and Ryan know each other?
Yeah, you've just done a mission together.
The scene in New Orleans is considered to have already happened, so
Okay.
yes, you two will know each other. Which actually means, by proxy, you will all know Leal as well, because she's actually on that mission. She's just in a separate part of it, but you all flew there together. Boom, shakalaka.
So what are you doing here? Do you like this hip and young music that you kids listen to?
Kids.
I mean, I don't know how old you are, but I've been around a pretty long time, and I gotta say, ain't none of my students ever looked half as hot as you, darling.
Blink.
There was an attempt.
I don't think you're older than I am.
I mean, I'm not here to have a dick measuring contest. I know you trans people like to wave it everywhere, but my point being, these doors work. I'm happy. Can I help you?
I was just wondering if you had any reason to be here.
Go see a concert.
I bought a ticket. I heard there would be music. I heard there might be some beautiful young things around. And if I'm 100% honest, I feel like letting my hair down for the night because Lord knows, after a day of pampering, there's nothing more I need.
Cool. She shrugs. Like she's asking that because she saw both of the two react to the Earthbound in a certain way, and she felt something weird. And now she sees him, so she's like, "This is not going to be a setup by that guy, is it?"
I mean, do you like my new foot? It's like the old one, but more footier. Isn't it great?
Now with 20% more foot.
I mean,
you might want to get that checked out.
I mean, if you see me happening to shuffle a few of the younglings here off to a new hot rave spot at a certain warehouse, don't be alarmed. I'm just fulfilling my end of a certain bargain.
Asshat.
At this point, I feel they need to step in, Saskia.
Yes.
You know what? Would you mind making me I believe it's a conscience roll?
Oh, no. Sure.
Because, like, this guy has just admitted he intends to take some young people to an Earthbound.
Well, I have such a great conscience. Let me roll you all of my dice. It's 6.
I believe it's a pass.
Barely.
I think your conscience just won out.
For fuck's sake.
So, yeah. Role play a person who probably thinks that you shouldn't let him do that.
Yeah. So, she'll kind of grab him by the collar, just pulls him in close.
What are you doing, woman?
You're an idiot. You get those people killed, and probably worse, only to save your own skin.
They're not me.
Like you wouldn't do the fucking same. Shut up.
I mean, just saying. You know, I did lose a leg.
Well, you got it back fairly easily. No skin of your back, at least.
The skin on my back used to have excessive eczema, so I couldn't really say if that's true.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, if you want to attempt to stop me, that's completely fine, but I'm here for a night of entertainment and fulfilling a promise. If you want to stand in the way of that, then, well, I guess we're going to have an old-fashioned hootenanny.
I suppose so.
Oh, what a shame. The most beautiful thieves are the ones that end up stabbing you in the back. Oh well, toodle pip. And he's going to attempt to push away from your grasp.
I mean, that's probably not the hardest thing to do.
No.
Given that Lil has strength 1.
Oh Lord, okay. Yeah,
I never said Lil was a practical character.
Yeah, I'll push off and sort of go check any doors that are on my way back to Ryan.
As I said, all of the doors seem to work fine. No problem with them.
Sorry, Saskia, you were saying?
No, I was just thinking, I think Lil is actually going to go outside and is going to grab her gun from the car and just starts kind of patrolling the thing around, because if that guy's going to leave with people, then, it's easier to shoot him. She's better at
For
that.
the love of Lucifer, why does this woman keep trying to kill people?
Yeah.
You've met Neil then.
Her immediate response to everything is pull the highly illegal firearm.
I know, that's correct. 10 out of 10. Would recommend Neil.
Have you ever been trying to fulfill a promise and this woman just tries to pop a gat in your ass?
So I assume Leal's from Fingless.
Yes.
I mean, Lil just learned there is a very good solution for things, and that's waving a gun around.
Okay.
It works.
This is going to end in such interesting ways. Okay.
Oh my god! Oh
By the
my
way,
god!
guys, the lights in the venue dim, indicating the concert is about to begin.
Awesome.
All right.
Anna's going
because
to
evidence-
try and make her way toward the front near the stage.
All right. And because Obsidian Pixie is, of course, going to be played by the Black Veil Brides, because I can.
Would you eat those steaming logs?
Because hashtag I was an emo kid in my youth. No, don't. But no, the warm up band will come on and they'll play. They're not terrible. You'll actually give them some credit. Before about an hour or so into the concert, Obsidian Pixie will themselves take the stage.
That's definitely a painted Nerf gun in that image.
Yeah. Oh my god, that is a painted Nerf. Holy shit.
Yeah, it actually is.
It
actually is.
have
Holy
perception.
I hadn't even noticed.
You're not-
Nemo kid, always Nemo kid.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But the lead singer, whose name is Travis Oldham, will walk forward and he places his hands on the microphone and he'll say, I'd like to thank the people of Dublin for coming out in order to advocate, well, frankly, the end of hypocrisy. Let's face it, guys, many of you are the future. So I guess that it's at this moment that the mic cuts off. Literally, the mic cuts like mid-sentence. He kind of looks around, like somewhat confusedly.
Okay.
Hmm?
No, I just said okay.
Before onto the stage, you're going to see walk two individuals. One of them in a business suit, looking very, shall we say, authoritative. He has a piece of paper in his hand that he's got clutched, and the other will be, once again, this young lady.
Ryan, that's her. Ryan, get the chalk ready.
I've literally got my hand on the knot door.
The person in the business suit will walk over, and you will see them literally snatch the microphone out of the hand of the band, of the speaking member of the band. Open out the piece of paper and say, by order of the Chief Justice Frank Clark and President Peter Kelly of the High Court of the Republic of Ireland, this event is hereby to cease and desist and end with immediate effect. This venue is to be cleared within 15 minutes. Any refusing to comply can and will be arrested. You have been warned.
Throw my shoe at him.
Please leave in an orderly fashion.
Okay. What happens then is the doors at the side will open. However, they don't open to reveal a nice, safe egress point. No, they will be open to reveal individuals dressed in black, nondescript black clothing who have in their hands large, unpleasant-looking implements. Many of them are hammers, baseball bats, things of that nature. And there is a general kind of the crowd become immediately very uneasy. Like they start to. I'm going to use the term panic. Some do fling projectiles at the stage. You'll see the lead singer of the band desperately trying to, shout at people to stop, but obviously he doesn't have the microphone. There will be a pelting. The individual in the business suit will take he'll take a bottle, like a full bottle of Jack Daniels, crack to the head. It'll just cause his head to snap back before it kind of straightens itself again. He doesn't seem to care very much.
That's not human.
Evan.
Mm-hmm.
Can I demontate level 4 Voice of Madness anyone who hears my voice?
Yes, but bear in mind you can, but it is you will not be very audible.
I'm aware I won't be very audible. I only need roughly the 9 to 10 people stood within my direct vicinity, apart from Ryan, because he's not a target, to hear it.
I don't think you can specifically designate who is an innocent target of it. I'm going to check.
Just tell me to put my hands on my ears.
Ryan, put your hands on your ears.
I just have to check what it does. Let me see. Victor can fly immediately to... Oh dear. Yes, you can.
Right. My apologies. Something stuck in my throat. I'm sorry.
So it's manipulation plus empathy, difficulty 7.
Yes, I am aware of the rolls.
And how it works is one target is affected per success.
Okay, yeah, that's how I played it last time, so that's fine. So manip and what was it? Sorry.
It's manipulation plus empathy.
Empathy.
Right, that's fine. Then that's D8s. 8 dice rolls. So.
And it is difficulty 7.
Only 1. LOL.
Okay.
Well,
You
no,
called
it was one with 3 1s.
Oh, that is true. I have 0. I have nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't take effect.
Okay, can I do it again?
After about 10-15 minutes, yes.
Okay.
Those of you who are still watching the stage, if any of you are, will notice that the figure in the business suit has gone off stage and now come back with a small black duffel bag, which is opened, as in unzipped and held open, and simply placed at the feet of the young woman, and then whispered something into her ear. You will then see a wide, sadistic-looking smile on her face.
She basically, you will see as the crowd becomes more and more terrified as they attempt to leave the auditorium. You'll see this woman reach up her hand and she snaps her fingers, spending a point of gnosis.
Evan?
Mm-hmm.
Did Lil actually make it outside before all this happened?
Yes, you were standing outside.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, you did make it then.
Yep.
I wasn't sure, and because I was I take it there's lots of people surrounding the building now.
You started to leave as people were assembling, so they didn't really pay you much mind. They're also not really focusing on the front entrance. They're focusing more on the side entrances, and you're about to see why. She raises her hand and she snaps her fingers, at which point I have to make a dice roll.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, he doing it.
I know, right? I have to get up a very specific list of things.
Connor is currently contemplating why he ever leaves the house.
Shut up, you. I have to do special boy stuff with you on fucking Monday.
I know.
Just because you're a special boy.
Hey Ryan, you know that thing you've got that sort of grants 3 wishes?
No.
Oh.
No, I do not.
But scary things.
Yes, but scary things. I'll see you in a minute. Don't die.
Give me just a second. Sorry, before you guys all kick off, there's something I actually have to do. I just have to find the system for it because I know it exists.
Also, Evan, I suggest checking your Facebook so you know what's in the back.
Mm-hmm.
What is in the box?
What's in the box?
You only get to find out if she uses it. In which case, you're all going to die hideously.
Can she put the bunny back in the box?
Okay.
No, she's already bouncing down.
Let me create a mind and see if I can cause corruption. Putting scars.
Put the bunny back in the box.
Here it is. By rules, wits plus science.
Wits plus science? What bullshit is she doing?
You'll see.
It's an odd roll.
It is.
If there's anybody left in here who doesn't want to be out there.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. -1. Okay, so 3 successes. Let's just get it. Okay, that's actually just enough. All right, guys, you will start to see all around you as she raises her hand. She snaps her fingers, and there's a spark of electricity between her fingers. Like you can, those of you who are looking can see the very brief like spark of electricity. She has spent the requisite gnosis point. I think it's gnosis. Do you have to spend gnosis? I believe you do.
I didn't realize she knew how to make a Chidori.
Don't know what that is. What's a Chidori?
Electrical attack in Naruto.
No, what she does is, however, the lights in the building immediately turn out. Literally, it's you see bulbs start to blow as there's basically a power surge. The doors start to slam closed because they're powered doors.
I knew you were going to do this. I knew it. Genuine question. Who
Yes.
out of all these characters can see in the dark? Because I know vampires can.
Actually,
there's me.
vampires can't. There's a power to do that. It's Protean 1.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep.
News to
I
me.
think it might just be Anna now.
It's also not entirely dark. Basically, what will happen is red emergency lights will flick on. But everything will have this odd. It'll be very dark, and everything will have this odd kind of red tinge to it.
Evan, you've doomed us all.
I mean,
Yeah, can I bust Audi whilst this is going on?
yeah, you can leave through your door.
Yeah.
How many people have stood on top of it is one thing you might want to consider.
Nobody. It's a small door.
Yep, but I believe you can only teleport yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm
So,
just
yeah.
going to enter the Shadowlands and then walk up onto the stage, and maybe not, maybe will. Depends on what goes on. Doesn't matter. I'm technically dead if this happens.
I mean, technically, you're dead now, if it helps.
Yeah.
It's got a point.
But you will see the girl smile as she reaches down into the bag, because yes, I'm totally going to be that guy. As she will very slowly withdraw a whip that appears to be made from black wood and black wooden sinew. It looks rather disconcerting.
All right, Anna's climbing up on the stage now.
All right. I passed.
Okay, yeah, you can walk. You can pop right into the Shadowlands. Pop.
Ryan's going to attempt to sharpen his senses. That way he can see better in this dark.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Leal, you will see people start to spill out of the auditorium. Many of them are bearing like cuts and bruises. Many of them have taken blows from bottles, chairs, detritus, other things like that. People are screaming.
Genuine question. What's detritus?
The crap.
Crap, basically, like things that are like
all the rubbish that's accumulated.
Oh, yeah, waste or debris of any kind. New word. Thank you, Evan.
You're welcome.
And I take it I can roll perception awareness to all that bullshit that's going on inside.
Oh, hell yes. You see the power go out, at which point it's very, yes, roll your thing.
Yeah, no. Nothing
I didn't-
weird going on there. Or at least not that I can sense it.
You will then basically, she'll turn, the figure on the stage holding the whip will turn to the man and kind of quirk her head to the side and then kind of gesture down at the audience, that which remains, who are panicking.
Sorry, repeat that last line.
Basically, this girl who's holding the whip in her hand points down at the audience and kind of quirks her head to the side, looking at the man in the suit.
Okay.
And she's kind of waiting for him to give an indication of what she should do.
Okay.
Evan,
Yes, dear.
can I start using Lore of Winds to basically pound open the doors?
Yes. Start making me some rolls.
Cool.
Anthony, you there?
Yep.
She is basically kind of, as I said, she's quirked her head to the side and she's pointing down at the audience with kind of a can I look.
Okay, to anyone watching, you will see he will reach up, tap her on the shoulder 3 times on the left, once on the right, once more on the left, and then with a smile of his own, he'll tap once more on her left shoulder. Evan, she is now free to go completely, kill mode.
Right.
As to all of you watching, he puts on a pair of mirrored shades, takes 1 step back, and then vanishes from sight completely.
Okay. So you will see the woman kind of, she takes a breath, centering herself on the stage, like, before she will very happily, you will see her leap an immense distance. Yes, hang on, I believe he does. When you step sideways, I believe that a demon can't follow him in the other realm unless they have the ability to see him.
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. She will transform mid-leap onto the floor, and she now looks like this.
Holy shit. Okay.
At which point, kids, some of you here will understand this. I'll explain it for you for this. A group of people who are already terrified in a confined space as delirium kicks in.
Oh yes, that's fun. By the way, Evan.
Yes, dear.
I already botched my first Lore of Winds roll, so.
What happens when you botch your lore roll again? We had this the other day.
You lose a point of temporary faith.
Okay.
And otherwise, nothing else happens.
Can you roll the lore again, or does it like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just lost a point of faith, which sucks in and of itself.
But bear in mind, that is in addition to any spent to activate the lore.
I didn't need
which can get kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Also, Saskia,
Yeah.
why does this have to be the first roll in which your demon manages to finally happen when one of my monsters is trying to kill you?
What?
You managed to succeed all the lore rolls against my Earthbound.
Oh yeah, well, sorry, you know. Can't have anything.
ST does not stand for Salty Terminator. I swear it doesn't.
I just look to like one of the race that are currently just about to get a load of new friends, like wonderful weather we're having.
It's kind of an old woman who you could tell the concert she was here the last time probably had big band music, and she's like, yes, lovely weather.
Sorry.
The black spiral, for that is indeed what it is, starts to rip, rend, and tear before it will once again stop. It lets out a howl that sends the fear of God through your bones. If everyone would please roll me willpower, difficulty 8.
Do I have to?
Except for Shadowlands McGee and I'm Outside McGee.
Yeah.
Evan.
Yes.
Is this supernaturally induced fear?
Yes, actually, it will wash off a demon.
Immune.
I was going to say it does wash off demons. Yes, what was that, Heather?
Can we spend willpower on this roll?
Yeah, you can. No, you can't. It's a willpower roll. You can't spend willpower on a willpower roll.
That's what I thought.
Evan, for the purposes of things, are werewolves considered mortals?
No.
Right, because otherwise I may have had a problem with my path.
In what way?
One of my things is mortals are blessed with untainted emotion. Those who squander it do not deserve it, i.e. I must kill destructive people. But if they're not considered mortals, that's fine.
Actually, I'm gonna... Saskia,
Yes.
would you consider a werewolf to be a mortal?
I
This is outside of my direct wheelhouse, which is why I ask.
I mean, they do grow old and die, so
Yeah, that's sort of a thing. But they do like their lifespan does extend. They are considered supernatural, so I would say they don't count as mortals. But
Okay.
I
mean,
don't want to go text.
I'm gonna split the. Oh, sorry. What was that, dude?
I don't want to go textbook on you, but if they die of old age, they're not immortal.
Yeah, I count them as mortal as the mages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, yes. It will, yes.
and they're
Yes,
certain,
Liam.
and they're certainly mortal from a demon perspective.
In that case, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
Liam. They will constitute a mortal. A mortal.
Okay, so yeah, I basically have got to see this thing dead.
Well,
Okay.
it was nice knowing you, Relius.
Yeah,
Good luck.
I've got two handguns on a lot of actions. If that helps,
I'll keep Brian company for you.
thank you.
I mean, just do us a favor and spill some of its blood so I can scoop it up for safekeeping.
And by
Almost.
safekeeping, he means science with a capital S and a large exclamation point.
Well, no,
Yes.
I don't mean science. I mean, I'm just going to make it melt.
It's got a point.
But
But
it
yeah,
will-
so either I can do this or I'm going to lose a path rating.
it's up to you.
What do you mean it's up to me? It's not. My path says I've got to see it dead.
Yes, but I'm saying you can also opt to lose the path rating. You could leave or you could do other things.
Maybe.
But did you make the willpower roll?
Oh
Difficulty
god,
eight.
yeah. My willpower roll was insanely good
Okay,
'cause it's
cool.
10.
And did Cornelius also make the willpower roll difficulty 8?
No, because I got a botch.
Oh,
I got a failure.
okay.
I failed.
Hi, Connor. You and I will sit down after this scene and discuss your new derangement.
Yay! I like derangements.
Because
Like
that's apparently what
PTSD.
happens if you botch this roll. Apparently, you get a derangement.
Join the club.
Oh! Wait! 1 sec. It's not a botch because I did get 1 success, so 0 successes. I
Oh,
failed.
it's a failure. In that case, okay. You will basically cower in fear for the next 4 turns.
Oh, lovely.
See, I already had that bullshit pulled on me the first time I encountered these boys. So yeah.
Yeah, I ain't failing no willpower.
Okay, so it is laying into people all around it, decapitating them, plunging teeth and claw through them, eviscerating them with this whip that seems to be rending and weaving in green bale fire.
so can I just continue pounding at the door?
Yes.
Okay.
So Liam, are you about to have a moment of "you shall not pass," bitches?
I'm gonna have to, aren't I? I
Well,
mean,
you don't. You can opt to take a hit to your path.
I can opt, but I'm saying my character wouldn't. I'm gonna play this one straight and be honest and not be, oh, I like my character, so I'm gonna save him. No, I'm gonna play it straight.
Okay.
I
respect that.
I'm gonna buff stamina because why wouldn't I? And I'm also gonna pay the blood for fortitude because it's nice to not die usually. Now I have to think ever so carefully. I need to read what my pistols were because I need to read how often I'll need to reload them for this. Difficulty 6, damage 5, rate 2, clip 6. So I can fire 3 times with them each, then they need to be reloaded. I have celerity 2 and 2 blood left that I could spend this round. Right. we're gonna blood buff. Can I only blood buff one at a time, or
Beg your pardon?
can I only blood buff one stat at a time, or is it based on how much blood you can spend?
It's based on how much blood you can spend.
Right, I'll blood buff my dex as well, and then we will spend the last point of blood I have this turn on celerity.
All right, I'll even give you the first action of the round.
Okay. We are literally just gonna fire at it with my pistols for however much celerity in turns and shit will get me, because that's all I have.
How that works is, so you will. Are you splitting your action to fire with both of the guns, or are you just firing with one?
I will fire with both, but I am ambidextrous, so there will be no offhand.
That's
minus.
fine. So roll me. How many dice are you allocating from your pool to each hand, basically?
I'm just trying to figure out now, because is blood buff just one dot you buff it by?
Well, you basically you can blood buff as high as you like within reason. Like I think at your generation, the highest you can blood buff a stat to is 7. But the thing about that is that you have to spend all of your requisite blood points to do that. So, like for example, you could say, Evan, I'm dumping all 4 of these blood points into a single stat if you'd like. But yes, every blood point spent is a 1-for-1 spend.
Right, that's fine then. No, we'll buff it by 3, and that leaves me at 9 blood. Meaning I have 6 dice, and I will split that into. Oh no, wait, I fucked that up, didn't I? Buff that by 3. Sorry, I have 4 dice per hand per pistol.
Okay, so roll for both. And you don't take an offhand penalty, so roll 4 dice and 4 dice. It's difficulty 6.
Slash R4D10. It only did 1 load. I'll try that again.
That was a sad roll. 2, 3, 3, 3.
That is a sad roll. 4D10. Eh? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm messing this up badly. I am ever so sorry. 4D10.
Don't worry about it.
Right, there we go. That's a bit better.
You shoot with a success. So right, a heavy pistol, which we'll assume this is, does 6 levels of damage, does 6 dice of damage. So essentially, roll 6 dice.
Yes, that is correct. And each one will now have only 4 left in the clip. So slash R6D10. Oh, the damage looks nice.
You do 4 lethal to it. Okay. It's now going to do its thing where it tries to soak.
Which it probably will.
Da, 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 da. You never know. Werewolves and Krynos, they're a thing. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yes. Just yes. That was an obscenely lucky roll. All right. So you fire at it. Describe how you shoot at it. Do you like shout at it like "Hey, ugly," or do you just shoot into its back or anything like that?
Oh no, nothing special. I'm gonna pick the most because there's people running around and shit, right? So yeah. I'm literally just going to time it so I fire essentially through the crowd into it. So if she tries to spot me, hopefully she won't know exactly where it came from.
All right, I'll even be fair because it's low light and whatever else. I'll give her a perception alertness check in order to see if she can spot you.
Liam just 1v1ing like a fucking abomination.
Looks like a Wendigo.
She does in fact see you. She hisses and growls. She is basically you see her. She cracks the whip on the ground before she sends it lacerating towards you. It takes off people's heads as it moves to the crowd. That's how much like a whip crack you get for your value.
Yeah.
Looks like a bloodthirster.
Little bit, yeah. Let's see where this one goes. It has this many dice for the attack. I'm going to give it a +1 diff because it's having to lacerate through people, which is only fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For some reason, the dice roll is just like, "Hey, Evan. Hey, bro. We love you today." And I'm like, "Oh no, why?
Stop loving me. No,
loving me." How much fortitude do you have?
I have fortitude level 2.
Okay, so whatever I roll in this, you will automatically soak 2 of. because you spent the blood for it. So that's how we work fortitude. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means there's 5 rollover. Saskia, because you're my werewolf brain, Krynos form is in general +3 strength, +4 strength. Ah, crap. Oh, this is gonna be sad. So it's originally strength 3 plus
Give
4,
me a moment.
7.
It might be +6. Yes, it's +6 off the top of my head. I'll
No,
go and
it's
have
only
a
+4.
quick look.
What was that?
+4.
It's +4.
I
Cool.
think it's 6. Okay.
I don't know.
I know why I think it's 6. Never mind. I got an old character in my
I get
head.
that you don't like this guy, but
No.
please.
No,
It's only
sorry.
+4.
I have
No,
my Wendigo in mind.
It's cool.
I got
So
to
it's
6.
+4. So that's
Plus
original
4.
strength of 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 5 rollover is 13. One, two, three, 4. Well, you are a jammy bastard. All right. It lashes out and it almost bisects you with a whip. It cracks down. As I said, tipped in very unpleasant fire. You will take 6 levels of aggravated damage after you automatically soak 2. So you are in fact still alive.
Do I not
Can
get a
you try
stamina
to
soak?
dodge? Yeah.
Yeah, do I not get a dodge or a stamina soak?
Vampires cannot soak aggravated damage with their stamina.
Oh, they cannot. That is true. Can I try and dodge? I did use celerity for a reason that I'm unsure.
Okay, I will point out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll let you do it this time. But what you have to actually do is when I attack, you have to declare I'm going to use one of my actions to actually dodge. Then it's before damage is rolled.
Oh,
So,
it has to be before that. Okay, right.
Yeah, but I'll let you do it now. I don't mind. I'll then re-roll the damage if you get to lower the successes.
Yeah,
So yeah, you can roll your Dex Athletics to dodge.
that's fine by me.
Cool.
Where's the roll? There we go.
And bear in mind, because you've spent for your celerity, it doesn't count towards your pools when you spend to use it. It's only if you don't spend to use it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Cool, but your Dex
Oh,
Athletics.
nice.
Wow, fuck me. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, in that case, it would still hit you, but it would only hit you with 1 success, which means that it's only rolling its base damage, as opposed to rolling all of that damage. So
I love you, stamina.
1, 2. You soak all of its damage.
Oh, baby, that stings so good.
Sufficient
kind of-
direct.
I like how even during the most epic moments of your character, you still disgust me.
Yeah.
Oh man. Right. So, genuine question. My bullet hit it, so I assume it's got some blood on the floor somewhere.
No, it bounced off.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Bounced off of the solid armor on it.
Basically,
Well, then.
it soaked all of the damage, and its hide is weird. It's like chitinous, so it's almost hardened to look at. It's as I have it pictured here. So
Oh,
yeah,
I
no,
see.
if you don't actually do any damage to it, it doesn't bleed.
Okay. I guess next action.
You
that
have
is.
at least one. You have 1 celerity action remaining. You can shoot it again if you'd like.
I've got to think long and hard about this because I assume she spotted me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or I was gonna say she wasn't just flailing the whip around hoping to hit me. I've got to think honest about this.
Okay, so by the end of this rotation, I will say 3 rounds will have passed. So other people may act if they wish to. Saskia has blown in at least 1 door. If you'd like to roll again, you can.
Well, I already did. I'm sorry. I put it in the side chat. I had 3 successes on the second roll, a 9, and 10, and a 10.
You didn't only smash open that door. You smashed it open so violently it came off the hinges and hit 2 people.
That's fine.
Unfortunately, they were people who were trying to beat up the general populace.
Yeah, they probably deserved it.
Oh,
You know
okay.
how much shit I give about people.
Can I use my last action to run to the door she's just cracked?
So basically, there's 2 doors open, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my last action to run to the doors Lyle cracked and attempt to talk to her and say, "Hey, thing needs killing, help."
Like Lyle is a fucking killing machine. That's funny. Yeah, sure. I could try and do a thing.
We can settle the Earthbound issue after this, but this thing immediate problem.
Lyle will just hold her gun and sighs, and we'll head back in. Oh god.
Yeah.
All right. So who's actively going to join the fray so we can actually work out an actual initiative?
Apparently Lilas.
I'm joining Ray also.
Yeah, Brian is as well. And during that 3 turns that we would have had, I'd like to buff to strength.
I think you were kind of scared.
I wasn't affected by the fear.
All right.
That's fine. So I'm going to just have you guys roll in for an initiative pool in that case.
I'm going to run away.
Brave, Sir Robin. Hey, brave,
Sometimes I hate my nature.
I'm not gonna lie, that green fire whip does have me scared, Evan. I'll give you that.
What has you scared?
The green fire whip.
Yes. Think of it like this: if you actually start taking damage from it, you also have to start making rush wreck rolls.
Oh, I know, because it's fucking fire.
That's pale fire.
Well, yeah, but to a vampire, all fires are fire.
I'm on fire! My hair is on fire! My hair is on fire!
What did the mad werewolf say when you slew her? She said the same thing she'd been saying for hours. Burn them all.
Hey, Anthony, I got a quick question.
Anthony. Would you like to address your question to me, and I will give you a temporary answer?
If you use a lore that it allows you to increase your attributes, would a new use overwrite or stack?
Overwrite.
Okay. Since we had 3 turns, can I try again on this for a second one? Because the first one was only 1 success, which sucks.
I mean, if you'd like, sure. You still do you have to spend faith to do it?
Nope.
Cool. So the wolf is going on 16. Right. So we have Wolfie, Anna, Brian, and Lil. Does Ryan intend to do anything in the Shadowlands? Like, should he roll into the initiative, or are you happy with him being like a spectator, having his little kind of Go Relius t-shirt on, being like, "Woo, you can do it"?
Oh, actually, I mean, do you want to know my plan? Because obviously, it doesn't really matter.
It'd be helpful.
Okay, well, basically, I'm just going to sit there and wait for a load of people to die with unfinished business, and then just use those to gain backgrounds in Wraith. Like people who are under my sway. But once that's done, and I've talked to all of those people, I'm then going to hop back out once it's been hurt and they've left, of course. Scoop up some of the black ichor or whatever its blood looks like. I'll make note of where its blood is, of course. And then I'm just going to dead man's hand it.
Cool. I tell you what, would you actively like to do a separate scene with me when I'm done here to actually talk to the ghosts and have your full time to do that?
Yeah, sure, I'd love to do that.
I love this mental image of all these people see this horrifying creature, and then they die, enter the shadow realm, and they just see Ryan sitting at a desk like, "Hi,
welcome to."
No. Ryan's just sitting there in his southern accent. Do you fear death?
Do you fear death?
All right, so the wolf is going to go first in the initiative, which means it's coming. Swiggity swooty, it's coming for Relius's booty.
Oh Lord, he coming.
I'm right next to Saskia. Not Saskia, Niall.
Yeah, but it doesn't see Lil as a threat yet.
Okay.
It doesn't even know that Lil is a. So it is basically, it leaps through the air. Oh, before I announce this, I'm going to announce it's going to spend 3 rage for extra actions.
Jesus fuck.
I
It's
know
a
you don't.
black spiral rune. What do
Yeah,
you
I
want from
figured.
us,
I know you
Saskia?
don't like my character, Evan, but no need to get personal about it. Gee.
I will point out, though, it will be taking its actions in the initiative order. So
Yeah.
if people hurt it enough, it will distract it from the beating of you.
The beating of me! I scratched it.
It loses a dice on its attack, and it's going to be a difficulty 7 because it's going through a whole bunch of people. Wow! Once again, it only gets 1 success.
Okay.
So that means it's going to do 7 plus 1 for the whip because it's strength plus 1 strength plus 1 ag. So strength plus 1. Is there anything else I need to contemplate?
I'm gonna make a coffee. I'll be right back.
Sure.
See if I can find a Shadowlands desk for me to use.
Just give me... Oh, are you going to spend your point of blood to automatically soak 2 again, by the way?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, I'll let you do that. Okay, so that's 7d10. Plus 1 is 8d10, and that's how much damage it's going to do. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you take a single point of aggravated damage as it slices across your chest. Please roll me your courage, difficulty 6, to avoid the rush trick.
I would have thought the fortitude saved that, but okay.
No, you've taken 3 points of ag.
Oh,
It
3
will
points and
automatically-
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so 1 sneaks through.
Yeah. So you want a what roll? Sorry, courage.
Courage, please, difficulty 6, to avoid the rush trick. You can spend willpower, and this will just automatically pass.
I'll spend a willpower. I've got 10 of the stuff.
Yeah, you still have to roll in theory, but yeah, just so roll your dice, but you will pass it.
Yes, no problem. Wow. I am courageous, but fuck.
All right, so next up is Anna, I think.
Yes, this is going to be painful. So painful. Going to inflict a curse on the wolf.
What do you want to do?
Curse with entropy 3 and prime 1. That would subtract successes on attack rolls.
Okay, you're going to need at least 3 successes to kick off the effect, and then every success you roll will be a success that it is minused on its individual rolls.
Yes. I'm just pulling up. Here we go.
While you do that, I'm just going to keep on chugging, because I think that you only have Arete 3, don't you?
Yes, I do, and this is God, this is difficulty 8, and I'm only going to be able to lower it to 5 reasonably.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
I'm interested to know how mage works with all these words being thrown around.
So, Brian, you're up. Do you want to punch a werewolf? You want to punch a werewolf, don't you? Chris?
Because this feels like a time, but
What did you say, sir?
I need to first make my faith roll to see if I can instantaneously obtain apocalyptic form, because this feels like a time that's needed.
I mean, I accept your life choices.
I mean, my apocalyptic form has ag soak and ag claws.
I accept your life choices.
Not with that attitude, apparently. Jesus fuck.
Shit balls.
So
That's a triple botch.
So demons have to roll to take different forms?
To take on their APOC form, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Chris, what happens when you botch an attempt to go into your APOC form?
I'm looking that up.
Because that's a triple botch!
I'd say triple botch, that's got to be like you fall over and eat a big barrel of
Okay.
food.
Character loses a point of faith if the roll botches.
Oh, God.
Okay, so I lost a point of faith. I guess I will spend As charging in, I'll spend a point of temporary faith to make that second point spent. God damn it! To obtain it instantaneously.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go for claw.
Okay.
Is it standard diff?
Standard diff.
Can you do that though in one turn?
If you spend a point of faith or make the faith roll, it is instantaneous transformation,
Mm.
according to the book.
I'll allow it.
Six.
And I botched.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Cheese and crackers.
That is.
What's with Botch City tonight?
That is. Let's see.
Actually, that's not a botch because you spent the willpower, right?
I did spend the willpower. Ha ha ha! Yes. I don't have to take all that paradox.
I got 2 successes to hit.
Okay, roll your damage.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you, whomever pointed that out.
9, 10. Five ag for you.
Okay, cool. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do.
I'm not sure what you're humming, but it literally sounds like you're doing the fucking bridge of Billie Jean.
I'm okay with this, actually.
All right. Got the
I
3
have to just-
successes.
We lost Anthony.
That's fine. He just had to do his little bit. Now he's done.
Okay.
I just need to find the thing to check its... how much extra soak it gives.
3. It gets.
Beg your pardon?
Krynos gets +3.
Yeah.
No. It's an armor gift that it's using.
Luna's
Okay.
armor?
Beg your pardon?
It's
No.
Luna's armor?
It's like
It's-
armor
yeah.
of corruption or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
You thought that this thing would have anything to do with Luna.
No. I thought it was just like a manipulation of that gift, which is totally what I would do.
It's +3 soak, so it has a soak of 4 plus that plus so. Okay, it's got a soak of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it soaked it all.
It turns and it looks at this. Would you care to describe your apocalyptic form?
Oh Jesus. Considering the traits that he has, which is claws, teeth, regeneration, thick hide, and he's strongly associated with tigers, it probably almost looks like a human mixed with a... Oh
Wait.
god, it almost looks like a werecat.
You're
Goddamn
the
furry.
male version of Lily?
So wait,
Fucking
hang on.
furries.
So what you're saying is 2 furries are currently battling to the death.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Notices
Why
apocalyptic
tiger
form.
show?
A woo.
Damn it.
All right. So next up is Lil.
Yes. Well, I have a question. Can I go to APOC form and still like kick off lore?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
instantaneous.
Then I want to do 2 things. First off, well, actually, I want to do 3 things. I want to spend the faith for getting. No, fuck it. I'll just try and roll it first.
Can you
'Cause,
imagine
know,
what the people of Dublin are going to hear when they hear what happens in this motherfucking bullshit?
Hey, did you hear
Hey,
what happened in the
Delirium
arena?
is
Nothing.
amazing. Yeah.
Huh?
Delirium is amazing, especially since we now added the relevations to the mix.
Yep.
Mhm. Well, I got successes, so I'm going APOC.
Hooray!
And so jumping up and start flying in the air, I wanna try and you need to tell me whether this is possible or not, because once more, demon is amazing, and the book isn't quite clear about this. I want to use manipulate gravity, if that is possible, to manipulate the gravity around the Krynos werewolf or the big rah furry creature.
I'm gonna say yes.
Cool.
Rah,
what's
rah,
gonna be the
Rasputin, lover of the
difficulty?
Russian queen.
Difficulty for manipulate gravity is standard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What it's going to do though is it's going to dig its clawed feet in when it senses it's being lifted up to try and maintain its footing. Basically, it's going to try and use its claws to anchor itself. So it'll come down to a roll off. See if it can get more successes than you can.
Okay. I will roll my strength athletics.
Heather, stop rolling for God's sake.
I'm stopping. I've got 7 total.
That's fine, but you know that each one of those rolls will have to take place on your turn.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Wow, my strength athletics really sucks. This is where I'm gonna spend my faith and a willpower point, because fuck it. My strength athletics really sucks.
It has 4 successes to stay on the ground anyway.
Oh boy. Wow, I only have 2, and I'm really glad that I spent those things, because look at that roll.
The power kicks off, but it manages to wrestle to stay on the ground. Though I will give it a +1 diff on all of its attacks during its rage actions, as it basically is disorientated.
That is fine as well. And by the way, I'm in the air, because fuck it, I can fly now.
Fuck it, I can
have a
fly!
picture.
Alright, so...
Picture.
Oh, show picture. Picture. Grab your hands. Alright, so it now goes to the first...
If anyone is watching.
So it now goes to the first of its rage actions. I believe I declared that it would spend 3 for rage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In good news, Relic, you are no longer its target.
Thank fuck.
Because some big angelic motherfucker just came and socked it in the chest.
Good. I'm glad I'm no longer the main target.
Oh, and Lil turned into this next to you, and then jumped in the air. Except for the bow and arrow, which I don't have yet.
Alright, so it's at a +1 diff to this attack, which means it's rolling at difficulty 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 + 1 is 5, + 7 is 13.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4. It'll do 7 ag to you. Which you also do.
Yep.
Does aggravated damage do much to demons?
Oh yeah, kills them.
Yes.
Okay.
A quick question for the demon players. Do you guys have pacts?
I do not.
Yes.
I have been asking for a scene about this for 3 weeks. If I die now, I'll be slightly salty.
I do have a pack.
Hooray! You might be joining him sooner rather than later.
Am I still allowed to drop after taking the hit?
Beg your pardon?
After a hit like that, am I still allowed to fall to the ground? Like
no,
I died.
it's going to use its next rage action immediately following it. Even if you're dropping, it's going to try and cut you in 2.
Oh god.
I mean, didn't you guys say that your APOC form has like
It does.
soak
It
egg?
does have soak against ag, and I rolled and soaked some of it. He just rolled 7 successes on ag.
Oh.
This is what's called penetrating aggravated. Also the title of my new porno.
I'm going to give you +1 XP because that was fucking funny.
Cheers, bro.
Penetrating ag, also known as the title of my new porno. No, to be fair, there was once a scene where a group of fucking satyrs took a pixie to bed in Changeling. The pixie woke up the next day with 3 ag and didn't know what had happened.
Oh god.
But then again, hashtag that's a satyr party for you.
Hashtag horny in a different way.
All right, I'm gonna just go get a drink. I'll be back quickly, and then the combat will continue.
So, I mean, I can shoot it with 4 more bullets. and then reload.
So my contribution to this entire game has been: I turned up, shit happened, I left.
I mean, what do you even do, Bruhar boy? Use some potence or something.
I think I might be able to pull off a few more stunts, but
I may be an angry boy, but I'm not angry enough that I'd punch whatever the fuck that is.
I mean, you don't know the meaning of angry.
Penetrating angry in cinemas now.
I mean, it depends on how high she can jump, though, because this thing has a roof, and that might be an issue at some point.
If it's an O2 arena, the roof should be immensely high.
Fairly high.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree, but you never know.
Oh God, no! Right, I'm looking at a picture of a typical O2 arena now. If I can use, I need the measurement for that very quickly. Bear with me, and I will give you an accurate estimate of how high it is.
Thing is, if I can stay out of its reach, I basically could keep doing it some damage.
About
until either.
About 65 foot to the rafters, and about an extra 30 foot above the rafters if you happen to want to go on those. Then about 5 foot for the rafters connecting to the upper sort of tent area, whatever that thing's called on top of it. And then another 5 foot above that for any ventilation, and that's about it. But so you've got about 50 to 65 foot to play with.
I mean, I can jump 60 feet with this character with the right
All right, I'm back. So, I believe it's Relius's celerity action now to shoot.
Yes. Let me think. I've got to think. I want to split my 3 actions this round is the issue, because it's not targeting me again, which is nice. Is this just one of my actions at the minute?
Hang on. There's been a slight mistake. You didn't roll into the initiative, or if you did, you didn't post it.
Oh, my apologies. What is the roll for initiative, and I shall do it.
It's 1d10 plus your dexterity and wits as a number.
Right, you'll have to bear with me then. So don't roll dex and wits as dice.
No, add them together as a number. So +7, +8, plus whatever it is, and then 1d10.
Right. Okay. 1. Oh, well then. Oh, I rolled a D0. That's why. I'm very special today, guys. Right, there we are. Still not much better.
Oh, you're actually going last anyway, which means it'll be your last turn of the initiative order. Yeah, take your turn now.
Right, okay. So it's going for someone else, that's fine. The other things look scarier than me, that's okay. So yeah, we're just gonna do as we do, split the attack between each pistol, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
So slash R. Oh wow! Wow!
Holy crap.
Fucking Christ.
Do you have a specialty in this in any way, or?
I'm checking. Luckily for you, no.
That would have been sad. But roll
Wow.
roll 4 plus 6, so roll 9 dice damage for one, and 7 dice damage for the other. One,
And
2.
7 for the other, did you say?
Yeah, so that's 6 levels of lethal.
Oh, I've messed that one up. My apologies.
No worries, bud. And only 2 for the 3 for the next. Okay, so here's the soak roll for the 7. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A tiny dribble of blood comes from its shoulder.
How much damage actually got through?
1.
I am unimpressed with my 10 rolls.
And it soaks the other one.
You got 3 ones in the roll above me. How the hell did I still only do 1?
Because ones don't deduct from soaking or damage rolls. Equally as much I've been counting your damage rolls without counting the ones.
Fuck.
Ones do
Well
not
then.
count from damage and or soak rolls, kids. It's something you should keep in mind. But I built this antagonist with the concept of my mage players who just routinely throw out like 15 ag. So
Okay. Well, I got blood for it, Ryan, wherever you are.
he did. You just have to wait for it to reach the floor now.
Yes.
So
Top of the round if I was last.
no, that now goes to celerity / rage actions, which means you do get more actions. See how that works?
Awesome.
However, it now gets to go.
Yay.
Wasn't its first rage action spent on me?
I thought 2 was spent on you. 1 to hit you, 1 to hit you again and try and bisect you.
Well, so
no,
he had
basically-
its first rage action.
Oh
which
yes, that was
kind
its first rage action. So it's Relius. It's actually your next celerity action.
Oh, okay then. We've got 2 bullets left in each chamber, so we'll do exactly the same. 10 / R4 4d10. Well, that first one isn't fucking hitting, that's for sure.
Actually, that causes the gun to jam.
Brilliant.
That's a botch. So yeah, the gun jams.
I love it.
I didn't think you could split your dice in celerity actions.
If this is true, this entire combat has been a lie to me.
I think you can. I'm okay with it.
Fair enough.
If it's wrong, we'll just keep going the way we have been going. But I've always thought you could if it was an attack action. But if I'm wrong, we'll look it up later.
Well, if so, I would have just done 1 pistol per action as opposed to both pistols each action, but each would have had more dice and would have done more damage. So it hasn't made too big a difference, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, would you like to re-roll would you like to roll that as 8 dice and we'll consider it a good one?
Yeah, go on then. If we want to go by that logic.
Re-roll it as 8 dice. Cool. It's mostly because Chris is actually generally accurate when it comes to these things. So there are sometimes weird little niggly rules that I don't remember, including random things like celerity.
That's fine. That looks better anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Cool. So roll me 7 dice plus 4, which is roll me 6 dice plus 4, which is 10 dice damage.
Yeet.
1, 2, 3, 3 damage.
Oh, Evan, just because it may come up very soon, an average O2 arena has about 65 to 70 feet of ceiling space before you reach said ceiling.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, it soaks again spectacularly. Well, it's not actually spectacularly, but it barely does it. Yep. It now appears to be getting really angry. It looks around. It kind of has its paw on Carnage's chest, kind of as if it's looking down, as if it's about to finish the blow. Before it sees movement at the corner of its eye, it turns and it sees the glorious winged Saskia. There's a snarl as the whip lashes out, and it's going to attempt to crack her with it. Let's see how this goes.
I can't so gag.
Oh dear. It's also at stupid penalties, if it helps. It's at this point hitting a difficulty 8.
And I am in the air.
That's why I'm giving it an additional +1, because I'm a nice guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ah,
I'm not a nice guy.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Even a difficulty 8.
Difficulty 8. Still, wow. I'm glad this wasn't Div 6.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That would have been I have inherited Chris Bishop's wacky rolling. So that's 1, 2.
Can I
3,
attempt to
4.
dodge this?
Do you have an action to dodge?
Oh, fuck. Celerity round, right?
Yeah,
I
it's gonna
don't
be a
think
wage
I
round.
have. For Christ's sake. God damn
Can
it.
you take multiple actions in your APOC form? I don't know.
Oh, well, that is actually something that I can quickly look up. I don't know. I do have enhanced dodge, but no.
Chris, thank you for that. Page 142, extra actions through celerity may not be split. Thank you.
You're welcome. And very few apocalyptic forms have the ability to burn faith
Yeah.
for extra actions, and I don't think Scourges have that.
No, I don't have
We
that.
gave you the option to make your own APOC form, so the fuck I don't know.
I mean, I was just no. It's cool. Take it. I'll take it. Bring it. I think I know what Lil's action is going to be next, if there's going to be a next.
3. Okay, so that's gonna be 10. 6. Take 6
Jesus
ag.
Christ. Yep, I am definitely sure that I know what Lil's going to do next.
Oh dear. We're about to have sad panda times.
I mean, this means flying out the freaking window.
Oh dear. Dublin's about to have a holy apparition. What could go wrong?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just that this is bad.
It's not really a lot I can do to it.
You did damage to it.
I did
As I
damage.
I built the antagonist thinking my mages would show up and just be like, and you. So I did a scene the other day where they had to fight a hit mark, which is basically a super robot assassin, and the response of one mage player was, "I break this trinket, it takes 20 ag damage." My response was, "God fucking damn it!"
That was not this, mate. Like, we're cute and cuddly.
Yeah, we're all cute and cuddly.
That's not Anna's shtick yet.
Connor's just enjoying the view from the very, very back seat.
All right.
After this, it might become that.
All right. So who was left? Good old Relius.
Yeah, good old me. So one gun is now out of ammunition. The other has 2 bullets, which I think we're just going to fire because why not?
Why are my rolls even at difficulty 8 so freakishly good?
Is this the last of my celerity actions out of interest?
Oh yeah, sorry, it is the last of your celerity actions.
Right,
Continue.
and then we're top of the round after the wrath. Good. Yeet. Oh yeah, we've got a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10, and a 1.
So that's 4 successes total, which means you get a total of 10 dice of damage.
10 dice of damage. Right. This is better do something fucking good because I ain't liking it.
Gee, you're not liking it.
Nice.
Kill it with fire, preferably.
I assume werewolves have a similar thing to vampires where the lower health they are, the more minus dice they lose.
Oh, yes.
Good.
Bang! More blood starts to run from it. That did 2 damage to it.
Oh!
It's now. Remember, it only has 7 health levels.
Is that all it has?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a 20 health level fucking god, but okay.
No. Very few things in this game have anything more than 7 health levels.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's still
You
very
need ridiculous. Yeah, I was going to say, in order to do it with sphere magic in mage, you need like 4 spheres at 4, and it's stupidly hard to do.
Yeah, it's difficult to even give yourself 1 extra health box.
I mean, you can do it with huge size as a trait, but apart from that, just 1.
My favorite method is the Zamisi method of doing it. There's a wonderful combo discipline called Body Armory, which is this 3 Protean 3, that lets you make weapons and armor out of people. But how the armor works is you're basically wearing another person over your skin, so you basically gain their health levels over you.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it is. The werewolf kind of looks at it, kind of reaches its to its temple. I'm going to say you shot it in the head for thematic purposes, and it touches it, and there's the black Icarus blood, and it shakes its head as it looks between all of you, because at this point there's a whole cacophony of stupid going on in front of it.
I mean, if you're looking at who to point at, just roll, I guess, random dice to see who it actually thinks did it.
No, I'm not going to roll anything. I'm trying to think what it's going to do.
Okay.
Because it doesn't actually. It's kind of confused. It's like, why aren't you all dead? You should all be dead.
Wait, is this a werewolf that has no knowledge of other existences?
You have no idea what it has knowledge of.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to make a roll for it. It's going to make an intelligent. It's going to use its action on the top of the round to make an intelligence primal urge roll. I want to see what the urge tells it to do.
Oh, that's probably a good way to do it.
It starts to kind of shake its head, and it just starts to back away very slowly. It's more kind of. It's still visibly snarling, but it's definitely backing away. We'll move on because it's going to use its action to basically take full defensive, because it's not exactly sure what the lot of you are. So it's kind of a bit kind of perturbed in life. So after that, it's Anna. Anna, how many successes did you get on the second turn of your casting?
The second turn of my casting, I got 2 successes.
How many did you get in the first?
The first was 1.
Okay, you still need more successes in order to actually carry out the casting, because you can now, in theory, cast a spell for a net value of 0.
Yes.
Okay, so next is going to be next is Brian. Brian, what do you do?
Wait, so mage's spell casts persist through turns? Like they take actual long turns to cast spells?
Yeah.
If you don't get enough successes to pop off the effect right away, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Brian is going to spend a point of willpower to ignore wound penalties.
Okay.
Mostly to skedaddle out of there. I'm going to be splitting his dice for movement and activating manipulate gravity.
Oh boy.
How many dice do I need to subtract to get the fuck out of there?
How many? Well, hang on. If you wanted to take your standard move action, you can. What are you using manipulate gravity for?
I'm attempting to. So I'm attempting to manipulate gravity on the lovely werewolves. That way, it no longer has anything to stand on, and probably so that way, hopefully, gravity is upwards, so it goes falling to the ceiling.
Okay. You can do that. Roll me your strength plus athletics. I believe the pool is.
Yep.
I'll do the same thing I did. I'll do the same thing I did with Saskia. It's going to try and latch onto the ground, but.
Does Furious Strength count?
No.
Apparently only 2 successes because of all those fucking ones.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, it manages to stay on the ground. Though it is actively very perturbed at this point.
As gravity just keeps shifting?
Yeah, it's desperately trying to stay on the ground. So, Lil, you're up.
Okay. Gonna try and make it a little bit more confused then, if it looks so confused. But definitely flying out of reach. Definitely flying out of reach.
Okay, the whip itself has about a. I'll tell you, the whip has about a 15-foot radius. So if you can get out of that, yeah.
I'll get at least at 30 feet.
Okay.
And I'll use Fist of Air. I'm gonna plunge it, a little bit further to the exit. Yeah, that creature needs to go. Speaking of manipulating gravity and pushing this thing around, this sounds like fun. Some stamina survival. Oh,
You know
and
something?
I'll
If
also spend
you
a
get 3
point of
successes
willpower
on the
to ignore
fist,
one penalty.
if you get 3 successes on the Fist of Air, I'm gonna say it will lose its footing on the ground that it's desperately clinging onto, and the gravity
Oh.
effect will kick off.
I mean, I will spend an extra willpower for that, if I'm allowed to at least. Because I
Yep.
will have to spend 4 for like actually doing shit at like fucking 6 ag. Crap.
Yeah, you can spend the willpower to ignore your wound penalties and the willpower to actually take an action because they are separate actions.
Is that demon exclusive, or is that something any creature with willpower can do?
To spend willpower to get a success.
No, to ignore wound penalties.
Oh, that's something anyone can do.
Okay, cool. Learning more shit.
On a side note, just because Ryan exists, hey Ryan, business is good. That's all I'm going to say.
Business is booming.
Business
I
is
have
booming. You're sitting
only
there like,
2
boom.
successes.
Beg your pardon?
I only have 2 successes. But it is 1 health level of bashing damage to living beings.
You know what? Because it's funny, I'm going to say it will dislodge its feet.
Does that mean it's also no longer able to maintain total defense?
Pretty much. It's kind of flying through the air right now.
Cool.
Kind of caterwauling is how I'm going to phrase it.
Caterwauling. I like that.
Caterwauling. It is
Yeah.
now Relius. Your turn is up.
Do I get any bonuses for shooting something which is literally a floating target?
I'll give you a difficult. You can shoot with a -1 diff.
Thank you. Right,
Cool.
let's fire the last load we have in the other pistol now. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay, so that's a total of 6. That's a total of 9 carryover. So 9 damage.
Nice. $47.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do 5 levels of lethal to it.
Nice.
You're chipping away, mofo. You're chipping away.
It's starting to work, see?
I never like to play big beaty characters. I always prefer range.
Another drop of blood. Good God, you've hit it for another health level. It has taken 4 levels of health, 4 health levels worth of damage.
I am proud madness.
Okay. It did not declare for a rage action, and Relius did not spend blood for celerity. So we pop back to the top of the initiative.
Fine by me.
At which point I need to roll a very important dice pool.
Just to say, Proud Madness is my new British politics DVD. Please buy it.
Shameless advertisement.
No, it does not. It kind of seems to scrabble and seems to try and concentrate, but you can see it kind of phase ever so slightly, but it doesn't manage to do it.
What was it trying to do, sorry?
It was trying to step sideways.
Ah, okay.
It didn't
It's-
botch,
it-
so it didn't-
I guess
Saskia,
it literally...
hang on, Saskia, it's only if it botches it gets stuck, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you fail, you just... boom.
Yep. Cool.
It slips on nothing.
All right. It is currently still in the air and just wasted its turn. Kill it now, people!
I've done all I can do, guys. Come on.
I'll try.
All right. So
Oh,
Brian, do your thing. It's currently hovering in midair.
Madman Relius is the hero.
Oh man. So it's hovering in midair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, this might suck still. I don't have any ranged attacks other than manipulate gravity.
You have punch.
Yeah, that requires getting back to it.
Yes, it does.
You could delay an action and pop back into initiative when you need to. Like that could work.
Or I can spend a point of willpower to ignore my terrible, terrible wound. Wait, I'm only at 5 ag?
I mean, how high is your lore of flesh? You're a fucking defiler. Or devourer, sorry.
High enough, but the 4th dot does not heal ag.
No, but the first dot gives you body control. read it. It can literally send someone in a coma.
Yeah.
Sure, it's difficulty 9. You spend a faith. You spend a willpower. You touch this person. Coma.
Yeah, they get to resist with a fucking
Still,
will roll.
it could work.
That sounds like a lot of investment for something we could probably kill otherwise.
Yeah, especially since I only have 1 faith left.
Yeah,
Oh.
fair enough.
1 faith left. I'm sorry, Carnage.
No, yep. I take back my words.
Saskia, your voice is perfect for ASMR.
I know.
Yep. So I guess I'll continue moving out of range while activating the Telic gravity just to try and keep it still in the air. I will gladly take my wound penalties.
Okay.
Because I'm only at the -2 range, and with 10 dice, that doesn't sound too bad. I think. How do I fucking... That is not a botch, because there is a 9. Jesus
All right.
Christ.
So
But it didn't fail.
next up is sorry, it was Anna. So what did you roll on your third roll, dear?
The third roll was also 2 successes.
You can now lower its pool by 2, or you can continue to cast.
I am going to lower its pool by 2.
That will include its soaking roll. What could possibly go wrong?
Yes.
All right. Next up is Lil.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try this shooting trick because it seems to work really well.
Okay, shoot the thing.
I will try and shoot the thing. You know
It's
what's good
pretty
about
difficult to
shooting the
fly
thing?
because it's in the air.
Yeah. So am I, but at a safe distance, because guns work at a safe distance. And I will again have to spend a willpower to ignore my wound penalties. But yeah. Dex Firearms, here it comes.
By the way, in case it means anything to any werewolf player whoever plays this game, this thing in fact does have Pure Breed 5 White Howler. That's what that looks like.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
God damn it, Evan.
Ah, the delicious tears.
Well,
It's
you
not
know, 1,
tears,
2,
honey.
3. 3 to
Three?
hit.
Cool.
So that is 6 plus 3 is plus. Yeah, that's not an enormous amount of damage, unfortunately. It's only 3 damage. So please don't soak. No, he does.
It did. It does
Oh,
not
well.
look fucking happy. By the way, for the purposes of Ryan, yes, there's a lot of its blood kind of on the floor.
Yay.
I did
Good.
good, Meg. I did good, Meg.
Ryan smiles with malicious intent.
Actually, Ryan is busy sitting behind a desk, currently arguing with Seymour Leibovitz about the, indenture for his immortal soul.
Yeah. The contract. Yeah. I always have a binding contract because, souls value that kind of thing. I mean, I can give shit, but,
But, Relius, you're up.
Right, spend blood for celerity
Be the hero, lady.
before anything else is said. Have I just got 3 actions in a row after this? Because I'm at the bottom, aren't I?
Yes, you do, pretty much.
Yes.
Right. Reload 1 gun, fire it twice.
Okay.
So
Roll the full 8. Roll all of your pool twice, basically.
yeah.
Meanwhile, outside the O2 arena, Cornelius is squatting behind a bin.
Yes, squatting.
It was
So-
it was a tactical retreat.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man.
3
Okay,
successes
so-
on the first.
No, it's no successes. Oh, no, it's 1 success on the first, because the ones to deduct your successes.
Yeah, but fives are now successes while it's
Oh,
in
it's
the
5
air.
and successes. My apologies. Continue.
So yeah, 3 successes on the first, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes on the second.
Oh, Christ. So that means it's going to be 8 damage on the first and 13 damage on the second.
Cool.
Oh, mother of God.
Oh, that werewolf's fucked.
Let's see. It still has 8 soak.
Bang, bang, ba 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Have a nice dream.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang! Another one.
And the
More
next one
blood.
was 4, 5, 6, 7. So the next one he needs to soak 7.
Okay, so that takes it to minus. I can brain.
Minus
That's fine.
8.
Well, it takes it to -1, I think.
Oof, that's not a whole lot.
Okay, at which point its Rage Heal will activate.
Yep.
Then you get one of these a turn, or one of these an action things. We'll see how this one goes. Oh,
That, nope.
Fuck you.
Rage
Oh
heals,
my
shit.
God.
He rage heals to die.
Yep. He's like,
yes.
Rage heal. Oh well, let's just go lie down here now.
Yes. The bullets perfluate its body, at which point there is a last kind of howled murmur from its lips as the whip falls from its hand. It spasms, before in midair, still floating, the body goes limp.
Does the fire on the whip dissipate, sorry.
Yes.
Awesome. I want the whip. Dibs on the whip.
I mean, you can't use it, but okay.
I don't want to use it. I want
It's
it
still
as a
fucking-
trophy. It's a
And-
trophy.
It'd make a good memento de morte.
That is true.
Maybe. But the corpse is just kind of floating in midair now. Oh, when a werewolf dies, it reverts to its breed form, doesn't it?
Yes.
Right, in which case she will shift back to her humanoid appearance.
Filthy omens. Oh.
Genuine question.
Sorry.
Do I get much from eating a werewolf?
You get nothing?
I
Damn.
wonder if she turned into a wraith.
No, they don't.
Good, because had she have done so, I would have used Dead Man's hand to Dead Man strangle her.
But no, the body is just kind of, the soul, for the record, from what you can see, it briefly appears in the Shadowlands, but then it is surrounded by a corona of green energy and dragged elsewhere.
Well,
I just love the mental image of her becoming a wraith, and then she looks behind her, just Ryan sitting behind a desk with the entire concert behind her. Girl, you fucked up.
Eva,
Mm-hmm.
did Lil actually have Gunther's phone number?
Yes, if you want it.
Oh god, yes. She's gonna give him a call. Please
Okay.
get me out of here.
I wish to speak with you, Lil, after you have made that call.
I mean, Lil looks like she's about to die. Fucking
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care if you look like you're about to die.
I'm
I mean,
pretty sure you don't, but
if,
No.
if
yeah.
you're nice to him, maybe he'll give you some of his blood, heal you maybe.
All right. So the body is just, for the record, at this point, this place is barren of people. There are
Yeah.
bodies laying everywhere. There is going to be some hell of a cover story for this one, but by God,
Oh yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
I wanna once I'm done talking to Lil, I wanna put a fucking direct line to the Seneschal. I don't give a shit how many times
Oh.
I have to call.
is Evan going to have to play multiple NPCs now? Hooray!
Probably.
Seriously, what do you expect?
But before I make that call, I know you're dying, Lil, but I'm just going to say, well, I think I've proved I'm worth taking a few children out to a nice little rave tonight. If you get in the way, I don't think you'll be surviving.
Oh, is that what you think?
Wait, the fuck's...
You will see a door literally open. There isn't a door there, but a door opens behind you as this figure will step out.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I'm just trying to read this. Gunter... Oh, let me click on it. Gunter Alexander, Fashion... things that I don't know what they mean. Awesome.
Which Brian will be dropping from apocalypse form back to human form as he's limping towards Lil.
My. So sorry, just for the record. So at least one of you has called the Seneschal, who will show up in time.
3, 2.
Seneschal, everything's on fire.
Isn't it lucky he gave you his everything is on fire number?
Yeah.
Well, I'll assume that was probably Connor.
I mean,
Because
I'm hoping this will get me good boy points with the Seneschal because I did good Meg.
I'm gonna give Connor the onus to have called him first, but yes, you could have also called him.
I'm just saying someone owes someone a favor.
just Connor walks outside, calmly pulls out his phone. Yeah, Seneschal, everything's on fire. No, it wasn't me.
He will inform you he will be there in a few. He will inform you he will be there shortly, and to stay outside. But Gunther is standing. He's dressed very much as he is there. He looks very, very calm. And he will say, Lil, my dear, please come here.
She does not look very happy having to, quote unquote, obey this command, but she will because she's ow. There's lots of ow.
He looks you up and down. He will extend his hand to Relius and he will say, Guten Abend. My apologies. It's so very rare that I get involved in a situation mid-threat, as it were. You'll have to forgive me.
Forgive you for what? I don't think you've done anything wrong. We dealt with the situation. You don't seem to have been needed.
No, absolutely. Do you shake his hand?
What does the Madness Network say about shaking hands with demons?
It doesn't.
My honor as a gentleman, I'll take your hand.
He will very politely just shake your hand.
Cool.
And then you explode.
Oh, Gunther's. Okay, every one of the venues has my requisite 2 nice NPCs. Technically, I don't run Demon, but I know all of Anthony's NPCs, so I am the 1 nice NPC in Demon.
Okay, fair enough.
But he will very calm. He will look at Carnage and he will sigh and he will say, "I take it that you, Brian, would also like to be extricated from this current situation."
Yes.
There was a please in there somewhere, I'm almost certain.
Can I stand next to Gunter with like hands on my hips? Yeah, where are your manners?
I mean, I think I still have some lore of points in me, but
Although, could use the help of a guardian.
Guardian?
One of the houses, namely the Scourges, are called Guardian Angels. They're the
I
ones
know.
with lore of awakening, which is healing.
I'm aware of this.
Yeah.
oh
But
yes,
he kind
so
of
am I.
raises his hands and he says, "Oh, if you would need me to see to you in that way, I would be more than happy to."
That would be appreciated. We'll need help first, though.
That is fine. He has his hand over Lil's shoulder, kind of over the back of her shoulder. He's not putting any pressure on her. You get the distinct impression his hand is over the shoulder just in case he needs to step forward and push her back at a very, very rapid pace. But he was saying, "Now then, fascinating. I haven't seen a Wolfenkeiner in a very long time."
Wolfenkeiner?
Werewolf.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. Well, it's nice to know it wasn't one of mine then.
My
I'm sorry.
apologies.
I'm going to be surprised at that. One of yours?
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, my dear. He will hold out his hand. Gunther Alexander.
Anais Furet. Pleasure to meet you.
He will lean down and he will kiss her hand just above the knuckle on her ring finger. I see that one of your friends is doing a very brisk trade. He will motion towards the stage. There's obviously nothing there that most people can see unless they peek into the Shadowland.
The souls of the damned are mine to play with.
Gunther.
This has been a rather profitable venture.
He looks down at Lil. Yes, my dear.
How do we feel about people being brought to an earth bound to be killed?
You know that wonderful moment in anime when a mirror shatters and you just see like the person's face in the mirror as it shatters?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much his face right now. Like, why would you do that?
That's pretty much the look on Brian's face too. Like, what the fuck?
What
How is that
the
even a
fuck?
question?
I figured as much.
Do you wish to give me context, mein Fräulein?
Well, perhaps the gentleman with whom you shook hands can give you a better explanation, as he was about to do just that.
Slowly turns to Relius.
I made a promise. Whether it was one I should have made or shouldn't have made is now all but moot, and I keep my promises. I'm mental, but an oathbreaker? No, thank you.
You made a promise to an Earthbound.
I make promises to many people.
I see.
Is a vampire not meant to keep his promises? Am I doing it wrong?
Don't make me get up off my desk. I swear to God, your blood is on that floor as well.
Somewhere.
He looks at you, and for the record, he has put both Carnage and Lil behind him at this point. And he will say, do you know what it is that you are playing with, Damphia? And yes, he called you Damphia, which is entirely wrong.
Yeah, that's fine. How does that rhyme go again? 1 tentacle, 2 tentacle, 3 tentacle, 4, 5 tentacle, 6 tentacle, 7 potato. I lost my foot.
What is the value of an appendage to one who can regrow an appendage?
I was very, very in tune with that foot, thank you.
You
It knew
could've
tap
lost.
and everything.
Could have lost largely more than that.
Oh, have you come back into the real world?
No, I'm just he can see me.
Actually, you'd have to roll in order to peek out in order to see. There's another thing. To actually see out of the Shadowlands, you have to peek.
Oh, that's a weird one-way system, but okay.
Basically, it's when you're there, and you have to look out, as well as when you're in the other world, you have to look in.
Okay.
Well, basically, I can smell his ass. Well, actually, more or less, I know.
We're psychically in tune.
Yeah, I know what he's feeling. He knows what I'm feeling. So if he gets jumped, I'll know.
Well, I was going to say, basically, what I'm happy to do is, I'm happy for you to come back at this point, having made all your spirit deals, and we'll do that ourselves in another scene.
Sweet.
If you want to be part of the conversation.
Okay.
All right. Do you want me to roll to step back out then?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie. Passed.
Cool. Yeah, you step out.
If you would like to countermand our current offer, I'm more than willing to listen.
Whoa, where did you come
business.
from?
I love business.
I was busy.
By the way, to both demon players, you will see this. The others will not, because of the obscene level of obfuscate that's being used. But because obfuscate washes off demons, you will see the fact that this individual, there he's gone, has stepped into the room along with 2 or 3 other suitably robed and cloaked individuals, including one named Abdul. Because, you know, Abdul is at least one person here's buddy.
Fair enough.
It may be Ryan. Ryan and Abdul may be buddies.
Mm-hmm. I like
Jill
that.
still has bullets in her gun, and it will.
But they're not doing
slowly
anything.
raised.
They're just standing there watching at this point.
Mm-hmm. Well, regardless, I know that somebody else is, you know, mooching around at the moment that I'm not going to name anyway. So,
But he will say, and what was this offer that you made to the Earthbound?
well, frankly, I offered him nothing really that's any of your damn business. Regardless, Perhaps we could have this discussion somewhere that is less, I don't know, near my clients.
I mean, if he has a problem telling you, I don't.
If you drop me in the shit, you will not see another day.
That if you're wondering, that is called law of chat shit get banged.
I would ask only that you have the respect to keep your mouth shut for more than 5 seconds. I have done no wrong to you, and I don't intend to, so long as you don't fuck me over on purpose.
You don't know whether you did wrong or not. If you don't even know what you were dealing with in the first place.
I thoroughly believed we saved your life tonight.
We did.
Technically, you also brought me in danger.
Excuse me, I did not force you to this concert, young lady.
Both of you, and he drops his obfuscate, will be silent.
Yes, sir.
Please bring in Master Connor. No, please, he will use his name. Please bring in Dr. Cornelius. For the record, Dr. Cornelius, you will feel a very large hand tap you on the shoulder, like, tap, tap.
I'll look to whoever tapped me on the shoulder.
There's a wild Abdul.
Oh, hello there. It's been a while.
The
You're looking well.
Abdul has been sent to inform you the Seneschal wishes to speak to you.
Right, I'll head in immediately.
As I said, Hennessy is not tall by any stretch of the imagination. He's about 5'3", but he has a very imposing demeanor about him, particularly when he's angry. And so he has his hands clasped behind his back, and he will say, "Now then, what's Ryan's full name? The name that he gave on his basically when he entered the society, when he entered the Elysium and such."
Ryan Famo.
Now then, Master Famo, you're going to tell me what happened here, please.
Well, we entered the concert about, say, an hour ago, and everything seemed to be of the ordinary. I noted a distinct lack of guards, which led me to believe that this had definitely been pre-planned. We entered. I had an inkling. I drew a door into the other side to avoid any kind of, deadly events. And from the stage itself, a woman came forth along with another man. Both of them had extremely disgusting auras. One of them, from what I can now tell, lupine, and the other I have absolutely no idea. She transformed into a beast after the lights cut out. That beast began to tear ass asunder. And, well, I hid like a bitch.
I see. Now then. He walks, you hear the kind of click of his boots as he walks, like he just walks through the puddles of blood and gore, seemingly unfazed by it. When Connor is brought in, he will say, "Dr. Cornelius, a pleasure to see you again."
A pleasure to see you too, Seneschal.
I see, unfortunately, we required to use my everything is on fire number.
And so soon I was surprised.
Mm. He will turn very slowly, and he will look between Carnage and Leal, and he will say, "Pleasure to make your acquaintance. As many times and as many days. Why is it that whenever there is a fire or a disaster at a public landmark, I find your ilk skulking?"
Likewise.
I like her. She has balls. Now, so, there is going to be what I will lovingly refer to as a media shit show. So, with this in mind, we are all going to mutually disengage. We are going to leave. I suspect that when the power shut off, most security systems did as well. But then again, lupines are very good at not being seen, even when they decide to. What was the phrase you used, Master Fumo? Tear ass. Yes, in public. I don't know why, but that's neither here nor there. We are going to mutually disengage. We are going to take a step back, and we will discuss this incident at a later date. He kneels, he kind of leans down, he picks up one of the Ireland's own flyers, and he looks at it, like under the mask, and he will say, "Why is it that I thought that these cretins might be involved? Fascinating."
Seneschal, is there something we're missing?
He contemplates as his head bobs from the left to the right. He says, "In a manner of speaking, perhaps. It's something I'm also missing. But then again, one hears peculiar things in my line of work. Do any of you know about a multinational corporation simply called the Pentex? Simply called Pentex.
I have heard of it.
And they have a number of industries.
Aren't they like a gas company or something like that?
Among other things, they also have breweries, arms manufacturers. Pentex produces a lot of things, but they are interestingly enough also affiliate members of. They're interesting enough also affiliate members of this political organization, Ireland's Own, providing them with 70% of their funding, some 130 million euros to date.
Just out of interest, Evan, is he ignoring my existence completely, or does he just not have anything to say to me?
He doesn't. He doesn't have anything to say to you.
Okay.
Like you can talk to him if you'd like and see if he answers.
I'm not even sure what I said. I'll think of something. Carry on.
That explains why the guy on the news didn't want to disclose numbers.
Yes, however, I make it my business to learn these numbers. He leans down over the girl, and for the record, have any of you touched the body?
Which?
The dead lupine.
The dead girl.
Nope.
I don't believe that.
Technically, Brian had before it died.
No. I mean, have you rifled through her pockets? Because he's going to rifle through her pockets.
Oh. Yeah, do you go through her pockets?
Nope. Anna will take this opportunity to bend down and get a small sample of blood.
Okay.
I think Ryan will do the same.
Mm-hmm.
He will remove her wallet. He will remove her cell phone, and he will casually toss the wallet to. He'll casually toss the wallet to Connor, like as in here, take the thing.
Ooh.
So, it would appear as though these entities, this Pentex, have been providing rather a lot more. As you open the wallet, you'll see she has a Pentex identification card. They've been providing rather more than just simple financing.
Fascinating.
Isn't it just?
Yes, this company seems to be more than a substantial pain in the side of the Camarilla.
Evan, I need to roll a curiosity flow.
Okay. It's going to be difficulty 7, because I can set that.
Yes.
He'll turn around and he'll say, he'll cock his head and he'll say, "I'm led to understand that one of the family of the Giovanni are currently members of the board of Pentex."
Really now?
Yes.
A local fellow?
No. I believe he's based in Chicago.
Oh, Lord.
However, perhaps there might be an inroad there if it was to be discussed with those who are here.
Seneschal, may I ask something of you?
If you must.
As penance for such unruly behaviour before, I would happily write a psychological hit piece linking whomever you wish in the article. I can easily implicate anyone and make it sound like a psychological disaster.
You see him contemplate for a moment. He says, "Perhaps in time. Now I need to go. This will need to be spun in the correct way. Of
Yes,
course,
my Seneschal.
Of course, I have no doubt that Ireland's Own will phrase this in a way of teens gone wild and security systems, etc. We'll see what happens. But this is interesting. I want answers. Speak to the Giovanni, perhaps, or Pentex have a number of local branches here in some of their subsidiary corporations. But one way or another, I want answers. I take it that that's acceptable, gentlemen.
Seneschal, might I ask a question?
By all means.
Where exactly in New York are we speaking? Might I ask if it's perhaps Bostonian?
Where is what, sir?
Is it Bostonian? Are these like the people you're speaking of in New York?
I thought he said
Is it
Chicago.
Oh
I said
shit!
Chicago.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Chicago, Illinois.
Brain
Yeah,
fart.
he said Chicago. Yeah.
All right, suck my dick. It's 4 in the morning. All right.
No worries. He will turn and he will say, "Now then, we're going to be leaving." My, so much blood. Such a waste.
When he says we, does he mean all the vampires or just him
Yes.
and the group?
He is speaking in the royal we.
Okay.
Oh, no, he's speaking in the pejorative we, not the royal we.
Okay. I'll just give a quaint little like wave to Lyle with a massive smirk on my face.
Oh, and needless to say, if I find out that you are in fact dabbling in infernalism, they'll be finding bits of you from here to the Rock of Cashel.
I look him dead in his masky eyes. I have absolutely no intention of doing such a thing. In fact, I'm trying to get my ass out of this issue.
I wasn't speaking to you.
I'm mad, not suicidal.
Not this one.
Very well then. No, he looks at Ryan and he says, "Very well then. I consider you responsible for his actions."
Well, I take this responsibility strongly and seriously.
You will both share the same fate. In that case, my apologies. He will bow to the demons and the mage. I had to deal with disciplinary matters. You have my word that we shall see what we shall see. Good evening.
Good evening.
For the record, Abdul will wave at Ryan. Like, hello.
I tip my hat.
Yay, Abdul has a friend.
I guess if we're all leaving vampire-wise, that just leaves you guys then.
Yep. Gunter will then turn around where he has been leaning by the door and he will say, "And you two will be coming with me. Come.
Where we will both have that incredible lamp.
Gunter will actually give you his shoulder so you can lean on it.
I mean,
He'll support
Fuck
both
that
of you
shit,
because
no.
he can.
I will crawl
Oh,
if necessary.
Just as I'm leaving, I assume you got my card, yeah?
Who are you addressing that to?
Well, the people who were present in the previous session I did with the demon people.
Okay, cool.
Lil will look around. Oh, that was yours.
Has my name on it.
I don't think we were introduced.
Well, regardless, I must make my leave, or the Seneschal will be pissed. But please, call the number if you are in need. I do need to resolve this issue regarding this Earthbound you speak of. And I'm sure I could be of substantial assistance.
Sure.
Good day, ma'am.
See you.
I'm outie.
All right. At this point, we'll end the scene with just basically poor old Anna left standing there because no one came to scoop her up.
Yeah, no, she didn't call anybody. Anna's just kind of standing around going,
By the
well,
way, unless anyone stops him, Abdul will be taking the werewolf's corpse.
oh yeah, she's not gonna stop him. She's not touching that.
I'm just expecting Abdul to go take the corpse and then just hand a mop to Anna before leaving.
Yeah. Can I approach Abdul? Would you like a hand with that, Abdul?
Abdul is fine. Thank you for asking.
I mean, to be fair, Anna, after saying I thought it was one of mine, I ain't going anywhere fucking near you.
That's entirely fair.
All right. With this in mind, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This is the first Black Spiral Dancer Evan has ever made, and it ended in sadness. Have a pleasant evening.